Hello everyone, welcome back to the Mobix channel. Now, as you can see on my screen, the fear greed index in the crypto space is quite profound. Well, it's not at the end. It's not extreme fear. It's the dial is tending towards that, but I guess it's 21. I don't know what measurement this scale is at. Well, you can see 21, 27, 49, 79. So I guess the lower it gets, the higher the fear. So it's at 21 right now. And the next update will be in 13 hours for these people that produce these graphics here, or this insight here. This is alternative.me. Yeah, anyway, so this is it. Of course, we know there's a lot happening in the crypto space. There's the Evergrande story, the China FUD. I'm not going to go into details about that. There's a lot of videos of way more educated people that know about this. It's essentially real estate. One of the biggest real estate organizations in China have amassed a huge sum of debt, despite, so I guess all the different other projects like theme parks and other stuff that they were doing didn't really, that was all debt being accumulated. And apparently there's someone that warned that there would be sort of an implosion or explosion of this debt crisis as regards this company specifically in the real estate market. And this prediction was made 10 years ago. Anyway, so there's been that FUD, but to avoid the economy from imploding in itself, reducing consumer spending, basically reducing investment and activity, and basically preventing a rolling stone type of effect, just knocking everything out of its way and crumpling the economic structure of China. That's obviously scary for the crypto market because we know there's a lot of expenditure, there's a lot of transactions, a lot of people in the Chinese diaspora interested in crypto. So there's the Evergrande FUD, but apparently China has injected about $19 million into this. So they're going to try and bail them out. So hopefully we don't see another sort of Lehman Brothers type of incident. You know, there's a Bitcoin ETF as well in the US, people anticipating for that, but I don't know I hope that's not similar to the way we saw in 2017, the CME group launched the Bitcoin futures. And a lot of people suspect that event might have led to the Bitcoin crash, that horrible crypto crash, which was also very necessary because it needed to clean out all that ICO nonsense. So of course, we know there's Genesis Digital, which has invested over $431 million in developing crypto, Bitcoin, especially Bitcoin mining. So this is extremely bullish. So there's companies in the background buying up crypto, buying up Bitcoin, because it could be a hedge from inflation. There's a lot of quantitative easing going on. So we've seen Snoop Dogg showing us his $17 million NFT stash. Some people are bearish on NFTs. This is what's happening in the crypto space. Obviously, some NFTs are going to be like an ICO type of thing, but some others, like the CryptoPunks, the Bored Apes, I think they're going to maintain their price levels. But of course, in case cryptocurrencies were to crash, obviously that would be a very different story. If someone was willing to pay 10 ETH, which maybe is worth $30,000 now, in a bear market, I don't think they'll be willing to pay 30 ETH for if maybe ETH is $1,000. There's the Xrp lawsuit. Xrp had requested the SEC, the court, to order the SEC to expose the documents prior to determining, or rather being uncertain about XRP's position in the market, whether it's security or not. What were the SEC officials doing with BTC, ETH, and even XRP trading before all this played out? So the court apparently denied that. So we have Coinbase with the SEC threatening to sue Coinbase over its 4% yield that they're planning out. There was another thing about Coinbase getting something to do with the immigration in the United States, and the Coinbase went into an investment contract of about $1.4 million with some immigration organization with the US, something like that. Kind of controversial. People were wondering why Coinbase would go into such a contract. That's 1.3 million, which is a relatively small amount for Coinbase. But anyways, that stuff is happening in the crypto space. We have Solana going offline, and they're claiming it's a DDoS attack. We're not really sure, but we'll see how that plays out. FTX launching a financial institution in the Bahamas. There's a lot of things happening, and we have Robinhood preparing to actually enable the users to be able to withdraw Bitcoin using the platform. We have AVAX and institutions being extremely bullish on the AVAX ecosystem, which is Avalanche. But that's sort of a small update on what's happening in the crypto space. But what I want to talk about today is that I want to look at this roadmap. Fetch.AI's roadmap. How have they played out? Where are they going? So I'm going to run through this really fast because I don't want to spend so much time into this. We just want to see what has happened, what is going on. So if you look at Fetch.AI's website and you go to the roadmap, under the roadmap section, you see there's Q2, Q3, then Q4. So for example, if you look at Q4, before we get into that, there's plenty of use cases of Fetch.ai. Like autonomous travel agents that can be used in automobiles, trains, planes, AI oracles, making smart contracts actually smart, stop loss agents, they've created some of those already, delivery agents, home energy agents, supply chains, collective learning, car parking agents. There's a lot of use cases. These are just a few that are that I guess people could understand. People outside of the crypto space, and some of these things people within the crypto space would fully understand. Now I wanted to show you this clip. This was a clip by Humayun Sheikh when they were doing this IAA event where Derarella was showcasing the product they've built on the Fetch.ai mainnet, or the Fetch.ai ecosystem, of how you can actually detect parking spots that have been registered with multi-agents, and all this is done by scanning a QR code in the car. Let me just play it. Hopefully you can hear the audio.
Hey guys, we're getting ready for the demo day today. So as you can see, this is the Tesla. We're going to be demonstrating the deep parking on. And guys are getting ready. You can see. Here we are. And we'll show you
first
really a demo of what's happening here.
First, we need to connect our wallet to the car. So I click here on connect to vehicle, scan this QR code, and now you can see here I'm connected to the Tesla with this respective DID, and I click on connect, and it finds my location. It finds where we are, which we are pretty much here. So now I can select a parking place. Here this Digital Mysterium, I click on the parking, and here you can see the offer. We pay 2 Mobix to get 1 free parking space, and we pay a 1 Mobix reservation fee. So I'm going to do that now. I click on reserve, and as you can see, now the parking lot is reserved for 30 minutes.
Yeah, so that's simple. So you have just seen a communication using the agent and an application built by Mobix on top of the Fetch framework, and you can expect to see many parking spaces doing the same agent-based parking, and they're ready to go. So the Tesla shut the doors and off we go. So there you are, guys. We'll post more as we can. It's really exciting times.
See the agent, one of the team members scanned the QR code. This QR code provided information, this information being obviously provided by agents in those particular locations. So it could be parking spaces. They were specifically demonstrating parking spaces, and I think they did a pretty good job at this. It's amazing stuff. So using agents in real life, and on this channel we like focusing on real world use cases of cryptocurrencies. So if we look at this roadmap, there's a Fetch.ai Stargate DevNet. So this was in Q2. Token bridge cap increases to 120 million, public testnet, Genesis, Stargate testnet upgrade, I'm going to explain, and stake migration test using testing on stake migration. So if we follow up, Fetch.ai actually recently, maybe last week, announced all the validators. Fetch.ai, the mainnet, has actually upgraded to the Stargate. The Stargate is this technology that, because the Fetch.ai is built on the Cosmos layer 0 technology. So Fetch.ai is a layer 1 technology built on a layer 0 technology of the Cosmos ecosystem. Now, what Stargate is, I did a video about this. So actually check the link in the description if you want more details. But briefly, Stargate basically means all the features and all the technologies that are being built on the Cosmos side, the inter-blockchain communication protocol, the ABCI, application blockchain interface, I think that's what it is. All these things come together and enable the Cosmos ecosystem to work effectively. The IBC, different Cosmos chains being able to communicate with each other, and all this DeFi happening all there. So Stargate is basically this thing that optimizes all these technologies and allows Cosmos to operate as efficiently as possible, utilizing all these capabilities that it's supposed to be capable of providing. So Fetch.ai actually migrated to that. And when you check also things like the token bridge, I opened up a couple of links here. Let me see if I can find that. The token breach, you see, it's at a minimum of 141 million, so they actually increased that. The public testnet for Genesis Stargate testnet, I don't think Stargate testnet, I think they've done that because they've actually officially upgraded to the Stargate testnet to the mainnet. So if there's a testnet, so maybe that may be something to do with involving the community to actually participate in this. And we know Fetch is very good at doing that, involving the community. Testnet upgrade and stake migration. You can now upgrade to the mainnet. So this is sorted, but there's going to be that the automated migration, which they've actually done. So user testing on stake migration. So these is actually going on right now, and some of these things have been completed. So very good job. They followed on their roadmap very well. So completion of the version 1.10 of agent framework. So this is under agents, autonomous economic agents, AEA packages, AEA Lite, agent communication network. I'm going to explain AEA manager, AEA registry, completion of version 2 of agent framework stack, improved experiences for developers. So they have a version 2 they're working on. I'm not sure if they've released that yet. I need to check. But basically, most of these features have already been introduced to us. For example, you can go to the blog and you look at some of these things. Whatever they finish, they write about. Stake on mainnet to staking migration update, how to use the browser extension wallet, which is based on the Kepler wallet, which is an amazing wallet, a way to interact with the Cosmos ecosystem. But anyway, and this is announcing the Andromeda stake migration testnet. So they've actually done some of these things in the past. So this is, if you come to this, here there's the AEA manager Fetch.AI. You can actually download an AEA manager, which is a very nice interface where you can you input your password, it interacts with the blockchain, and then you can actually spawn these agents with reduced programmability. You can customize them as well. You can customize the different features. For example, this is the AEA registry or the agent registry. You can some of the characteristics of agents. These are like sentient beings that operate autonomously to provide the most efficient service for the owner of this agent. And these agents have connections within them. These are some of the characteristics. They have contracts, they have protocols, they have skills. So you can actually customize the connections, or you can customize the skills of the agent or the protocols or the contracts to optimize it for whatever you want to do. And I think in the future, there's going to be companies that are going to specifically do this kind of thing, offer this kind of service for people that want it. So in Q3, we have the Ledger mainnet. So the testnet upgrade and stake migration test. This has happened. The browser extension wallet for the Stargate network. Fetch.AI already launched this. User testing for stake migration. Stargate upgrade on mainnet. They finished this. Token bridge cap increases 250 million Fed tokens. They're yet to do that. Tombstoning of Fed staking contract, completion of migration, and the Phoenix token claim. In case you do not know, the Phoenix tokens you were staking, when you staked Fetch.AI Fed tokens on the Ethereum mainnet, you were airdropped MTLX tokens, which are the tokens that are the governance tokens of the MTLX DEX. If you don't know what that is, you can check my videos. I've done so many videos about the MetaLX DEX. This is a commodities derivatives decentralized exchange, which is trying to bring those real world. That's why Fetch.AI is doing oracles as well, because they need to bring price feeds of, you can trade derivatives or different commodities, even cryptocurrencies, basically longing and shorting the markets. You can also provide liquidity and get a 20% yield. So that's MetaLX. You could also get Atomix tokens, which is a platform that they're planning to launch. I've also done many videos about that. So Atomix is supposed to be this kind of automated sort of lending / insurance platform where you have actual physical entities participating in this. So you have the physical people that interact with other people. So you can form a company. This company interacts with people that maybe want to provide land as security for taking a loan. So you can register them that these people actually do own this land, and you can issue tokens on the Atomix website, which tokens you can then use to lend out, or the user, on having those tokens that represent their stake, their security that they provided, their physical security. They now have these virtual tokens which they can use for a multitude of things like lending, borrowing, yield farming, or even using in real life. They can convert them to whatever currency they have. So that's the Phoenix token claim. That was the Phoenix program. Then under agents, we have the Stargate support for agent framework. This will be exciting. We have the collective learning, launch of collective learning testnet. Still waiting for that. Uniswap DeFi agent, Ethereum mainnet, PancakeSwap. They've created the DeFi agent. I thought actually I had opened a link here. I don't know if I still have it. There's basically somewhere where you can go and download. If you go to the Fetch.AI website, you can find these DeFi agents. You can basically already download these DeFi agents and deploy them on Binance Smart Chain, on Uniswap as well. So it's pretty exciting stuff. Then the Mobix token mainnet. So Mobix is the company we saw first, which did that demonstration of the deep parking agent. They're going to drop their Mobx tokens to users that are staking their tokens on the Fetch.AI mainnet. So if you're out there, you don't know about this, I urge you to start staking your tokens on the Fetch.AI mainnet. The fees are way better there, way better than Ethereum, and you'll get some of these stake drops that are to come, like the Mobix system. So Mobix, they're basically focusing on micro mobility infrastructure and incentivizing that whole ecosystem, basically an Uber, like a decentralized Uber, but they're trying to focus on urban areas and micro mobility infrastructure. So here, still in Q3, we see Ledger Mainnet, interoperability of Fetch.AI with the Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain through the Gravity Bridge. Now, this is extremely exciting. By the way, guys, before I go to that, you can actually go and see things like the simple open economic framework. We can search through the global map. Of course, it's deciding not to work right now. Of course, like if it worked, I'd be surprised. So basically, you can come to this this map and search through different countries. I'm going to refresh this and maybe I'll talk about it after. One other thing I want to talk about, the Fetch.AI collective learning suit. So before we go to the other stuff, the collective learning was used to generate art. So users collectively worked with the community members collectively worked with an AI algorithm to generate art, and eventually through different voting processes, the winning AI generated art was this one, which is called Doll, which I thought would be called the Renaissance Man. And then we have number 2, this guy who looks like a Harry Potter, whatever, demon or something, and this sort of abstract type of art. Well, they're all abstract in a way. So you can actually check all this out. So let's see if this has loaded. So basically, if you come on this map, you can see all these different points. These points are actually agents. So when you zoom in here, that 15, number 15 means in this area, this is like Milton or something. In this area, there's different agents. You see these yellow agents here, and you can further zoom in. That number 5 means in this area now there's 5 agents. So you can basically deploy an agent anywhere in the world by changing the characteristics of that within the agent itself. You can give it a longitude and latitude that's pointing to any jurisdiction in the world. Doesn't matter how close this place is, the agent will be pointing to that particular jurisdiction in this world, or that location, or that geographical location. So with the simple open economic framework, or this, you can basically see these agents and where they are, where they're located. I guess in the future, we'll see. There's a lot of exciting stuff with the Fetch.AI ecosystem. So further into this, interoperability. Now this is going to be exciting. The Gravity Bridge. There's the Gravity Bridge. The point of the Gravity Bridge is to basically create a bridge between these proof of work blockchains, or Bitcoin, Ethereum. Ethereum might transition to proof of stake, but basically Gravity Bridge connecting the Ethereum network, Ethereum virtual machine compatible networks, Binance Smart Chain, creating true interoperability between these chains. And that is, we're excited to see how this plays out. Of course, we know this is still in development, even in the Cosmos ecosystem. This is because it's such a fundamental feature of that blockchains need. It needs to be designed carefully, and even understanding how to design it is very important. So there's different companies, however, like Althea, which is specifically developing a solution for the Gravity Bridge on the Ethereum mainnet. And I think I'll post this link in the description. You can actually check out what they've done. You go to the Althea website and you can read more about their Gravity Bridge. There's some articles here. It's an Ethereum peg zone. An Ethereum peg zone was always in the roadmap of Cosmos, all the way back from the original white paper. Now that the Cosmos vision is finally coming to fruition, it's time to bring Ethereum into the interchain family. So you guys, you all know Cosmos is big, Terra, Binance Smart Chain, so many other ecosystems, Fetch.AI, so many other big names. They leverage those consensus algorithms of the Cosmos ecosystem. So collective learning, that's the one we've just talked about art, DeFi agents, we've talked about those, but then there's other features. Swap support, native payments and alerts for DeFi agents on the Fetch mainnet. So basically, these agents are supposed to autonomously do tasks. So it reduces the amount of attention you have to pay to a blockchain or to a particular service you're getting from a particular decentralized or centralized, whatever. Anyone that's incorporating an agent, it helps to further make that process automated, because these agents are supposed to be able to kind of make their own decisions based on the knowledge that they have, or based on the knowledge of other agents that own their environment, based on the knowledge of their environment. Okay, so in Q4, the ledger mainnet, I can't wait for this one. Connection of the Fetch.AI mainnet to the Cosmos hub with the IBC, NFT staking support on mainnet. Guys, this is pretty interesting stuff. So guys, you all know the Cosmos network. You have a hub, and you have different blockchains that are zones. So these blockchains can shoot transactions, if I should call it that, through this hub and then to whatever other zone. So they're kind of interlinked between this hub, and then these hubs can connect to different hubs, which means these blockchains, these zones, can then communicate with other zones that are located on other hubs. So that's how they want to design this interoperability feature on the Cosmos blockchain. So you see NFT staking. Excited to see how Q4 works out, or how Q4 develops in the Fetch.AI ecosystem. This will be really exciting, especially the interoperability and the NFT staking. So AW6, or Amazon Agent World 6 DeFi trading agent competition on test mainnet. We know Fetch.AI is good at organizing these trading, these competitions, and they incentivize the traders, and it's always exciting. You learn a lot. So this is something to come. Then we have tokenized collective learning system on the mainnet. Guys, you know Fetch.AI is partnered with Ocean Protocol. Ocean Protocol has this database where you can deploy any machine learning. If you're a researcher, you can deploy your information there, whatever, and someone can rent it out. And you can also deploy tokens that represent this data. So you can actually yield farm. People can yield farm on tokens that represent your data. So I think that collaboration of Fetch.AI with Ocean Protocol really, really fits into this use case that you're seeing here. Tokenized collective learning system on mainnet. I mean, why build every single detail of everything, yet you can leverage some things from other ecosystems? That is the point of working together, co-opetition, as opposed to competition, pointless competition. Cooperate, because this is a completely new space, and I think cooperation will allow this space to drive, to grow much faster and more meaningful to the people that want to participate, or to the rest of the world. DeFi agents, DeFi fund management agents, and we have agent-based Oracle networks. So you have a fund, obviously, and it's being managed by these autonomous agents, and agent-based oracles, which are essentially pooling data, all kinds of synthetic data, for whatever use case is meant for a particular purpose. Then finally, the relaunch of the Fetch.AI website. So I think it's a very exciting Q4, and not to mention the fact that a lot of people are, according to, historically speaking, apparently September has been a bearish month for the whole crypto space, or for Bitcoin or whatever. Bitcoin controls the markets mostly. But apparently the rest of Q4, this is not investment advice, and I'm not saying this is going to happen, but apparently November, December, historically speaking, but we also saw in the 2017 bull run, November, December was a good month. Historically speaking, apparently that's good. So infusing all that with the relaunch of a nice Fetch.AI website, I think will be a very good cap off for the year. It will be like Christmas coming early. So guys, I hope you learned something from these updates today. There's a lot of exciting stuff happening in the crypto space and in specific ecosystems, and there's a lot of FUD happening in ecosystems and in countries and all that. So this is the update for today. Go out, do your research. If you find some other exciting stuff, feel free to point us to that exciting stuff in the comment section, or something that I might have missed out that could be that you think is pretty interesting, or send me a message on Twitter, whatever. It's tag me on Twitter. That might be a good way to get that information from you, and might give you a shout out on the channel. Anyways, take care guys, hope you learned something. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.